involved. Okay, so Surah Ikhlas means, it comes from the Ikhlas word comes from the term khalis, which means pure. You know, in ads we usually hear the word khalis makhan se bana or khalis doodh se bana, khalis doodh, taza doodh, or whatever. So ikhlas means purification or purification of the heart. We want to really purify our heart from all kinds of doubts or any kind of confusion we have about Allah Ta'ala. There are two kinds of hearts inside of us. So one is our body's heart that pumps blood, pure blood in our body. It's constantly circulating, which Allah Ta'ala makes possible, which is like mind-blowing and extremely cool. The other is our ruh's heart, which is a spiritual heart that receives guidance only when it is pure and it doesn't have any doubts. So purifying the spiritual heart is very important for two reasons. First of all, if the heart is not purified, knowledge will bounce back. No matter what we learn or what we hear about Allah Ta'ala or the Quran or whatever, if our heart is not pure and if it's full of doubt and other stuff, we won't really be interested in that kind of stuff, and nothing will, like, you know, kind of go in and kind of do asar on us. And the other thing is, if it is pure but we don't gain knowledge, then we will randomly copy others and stay misguided. So therefore, both are very important, to kind of purify our heart and then to kind of gain knowledge to understand what exactly it is we need to do. So is your heart khalis? Is your heart pure? What kind of doubts do you have? You might want to pause the video and kind of think for a second. Close your eyes, take a deep breath and think, what kind of doubts do I have about Allah Ta'ala? So you guys had a lot of doubts about different things, about, you know, what Allah Ta'ala looks like, why he is always called a he, and what is he made up of, where does he live, where is he, and lots of other doubts. So we will try and kind of understand those doubts in the light of Surah Ikhlas. Allah Ta'ala himself explains, introduces himself in this surah, inshallah. So then we did this nice video, which I'll link below. Do see it after the class, after this video. And okay, so in this surah, first of all, Allah Ta'ala reveals 99 names of his in the Quran and Ahadith. Two of his names, beautiful names, are in Surah Ikhlas. We can understand Allah Ta'ala better if we understand what these names mean, which is why we're encouraged to learn them. Let's find out which two names of Allah are mentioned in the surah by cracking the code. So you can pause here and you can like try and crack this code, which is really cool. So the first one is Al-Ahad. Ahad means the one, the only, unique. By this name of Allah Ta'ala, we can learn that Allah Ta'ala is one of a kind. He created everything in pairs, but he does not have a pair, and there is nobody like him. And he creates everything unique. Just like he is unique, everything that he creates, every leaf on every tree and every fingerprint of every human being, everything is unique, just like him. So Ahad means one, the only, and the unique. As-Samad means someone who is self-sufficient. For example, you know, we as humans need things. We need friends, we need food, we need shelter when it's really hot or when it's raining, but he does not need any help from anyone. And in fact, we can actually call out to him when we need help. And we can do this with his beautiful name. Moving ahead. Okay, so understanding the translation of this beautiful surah. So it says, say, he is Allah, the one. Allah is the self-sufficient. He is neither a father nor a son, and there is none equal or comparable to him. So we understood the example of a robot over here. So for example, comparing means, let's suppose, just suppose, I create a robot, okay? Or yeah. So, and by the way, when humans create robots, they try to actually copy themselves. Allah Ta'ala did not do that when he was creating us. But anyways, we're just like trying to kind of understand this through an example. So if humans try to create a robot, and then the robot starts asking us questions like, so you humans, you have the Android system or the iOS system? And what is your face made up of? Is it made of plastic or silicon, or is it made of steel? So we'll be like, no, we are nothing like you, Mr. Robot. We are humans, okay? So similarly, Allah Ta'ala is saying that he is not comparable to anyone. So we can never say that just like we have a face, what kind of face does Allah Ta'ala have? Or just like, some people say that Allah Ta'ala is like a light. So we can't say that he can be compared somehow to one of his creations, that is the sun's light. We can't say that. He's not comparable to any of his creations. So that's why it's a little bit tricky to kind of really understand him. But what we need to understand is that he is very close to us. He's our creator and he really, really loves us. Okay, so Prophet Muhammad SAW said that this surah is equal to 1/3 of the Quran. Even though it's small, each time you read it, inshallah, you will learn something truly, it teaches you something really amazing and really new. Okay, and basically, when you kind of learn this surah and your heart is pure from doubts about Allah Ta'ala, everything else becomes really easy to understand. So that's why it's also pretty cool. Okay, so Surah Ikhlas activities. How can we be sincere to Allah Ta'ala? Believe in him without doubts. Believe that the way he has told us to live is the very best. Okay, we have to believe in this. And ask only him for everything we need, inshallah ta'ala. So this was Surah Ikhlas. I hope everything is clear. Till next time, inshallah ta'ala, take care. Allah Hafiz.